Crafters, welcome to my channel, Margaret Knob Designs, and I am bringing to you some of the newest paper line that is out there, made by Country Craft Creations. It is also sold exclusively at Country Craft Creations. One quick tip about this paper was made by scrapbookers and someone who does album making frequently and has been doing it for years, so they understand what we're looking for in papers and also in different methods and modes of design. So I really encourage you to take a look at the new collections. I'm going to share with you this evening 3 of them. And to be very honest, the best way to understand how they feel and how they work is to try out a couple of the collections. They are competitively priced with other collections. There is a good amount of sheets in each one of the paper collections themselves. This one, they come in paper, in scrapbook paper, which is more of like a soft cardstock, or there also is a Bristol vellum collection paper. This also comes in a Bristol vellum, as well as the other 3 collections come in the cardstock and the Bristol vellum. The Bristol vellum has a little bit of a lighter weight, and it is also a little bit smoother, and it's just beautiful texture. So I'm going to run through these real quick for you and show you what the designs have and what they are. This is called Country Bunny. It is the sweetest collection ever, and it's wonderful. It can be used for Easter. It could be used for just a spring, a spring mini album, cards, boxes, you name it. There's a lot of things that you could do. And even if you make like a small Easter tree that you wanted to put some Easter ornaments on or something like that, this could make some really cute Easter ornaments. And check out my some of my past videos that I did at Christmas time, where I did a sweet little Christmas ornament that would be really cute in this paper. The other thing that is nice about this is that the front of these, you actually could use some of these strips in your mini albums or on cards, so it really does not go to waste. So in this collection, there is 20 sheets with 12 by 12 double-sided papers. And it is plain on the back of the cover on this one. Starting out with our first piece is the Country Bunny, Ville de Saint Denis. I guess that's how it's said. But the colors are soft and muted, beautiful yellow, kind of a golden yellow. It's not that yellow that is too stark. It's just beautiful. And then on the back of here is nothing more precious than these little plump face bunnies on the front of here. They are just beautiful. And then these beautiful leaves. They're just a really nice turquoise green on the back of here, with some butterflies that are just really make the paper shine. It's just beautiful. The next one is a larger design with florals, the butterflies on here, the little bunny. This sheet is even good for fussy cutting if it's something that you like to do. You could double layer this type of a design on a mini album with a second layer, maybe just the flowers or this. Maybe you don't want to do the whole branch, but it would be very, very cute to add a double layer onto that. And then on the back of this is just some beautiful florals with, again, that kind of turquoisey green in the leaves. And if you look at this, what's really nice is that it has kind of a vintage feel to it, as well as there is some white in there as well. So you could really go to like a khaki or a craft cardstock to a white cardstock to off-white, because those tones all play out in this collection. Just beautiful. Sorry, let me get the next one. And this one is one of the sweetest ones as well. It's with this little dress And the other thing is the butterflies on here are just wonderful. You could see this even if you were going to use part of this collection and make a small album, like a 6x6 mini album. You could even use this as a page to just really enjoy the paper, and then use the designs on this side for a border on another 6x6 page if you were going to be using, wanting to make a smaller album to use. On the back, this is nice because what it does is it gives you kind of a plainer type of paper so that you don't have busy all the way through your album, so it almost plays like a solid cardstock. And then we've got, with the matching little dress, we've got our matching boy shorts or jumpers, and the small straw hat. Almost looks a little bit like an Amish type of hat and short and shirt. And again, this is something else that could be cut out, or it could be cut out for layering and on top of it. But beautiful designs. The colors are just amazing. This one as well is a nice solid, more solid piece that could be used with the designs up here on your mini album pages, but also more solid through here, giving your eyes a little bit of a break from pattern to pattern. Really works well. Oh, and then we get back to looking at these cute little bunnies. They're so cute. You can't even, the camera never does this paper justice. It's just beautiful. Like this little bunny laying here, kind of spread eagle, is just so cute. And the flowers and the butterflies, I think, are really precious. And our little bunny with the hat on, like the little boy's hat, very cute. Oh, and then on this side, again, a really nice bit of plainer paper that you can utilize amongst all the other patterns, with also some other designs in there. And then this paper has a large print to it in the middle. So for those of you that like to do a 12x12 scrapbook page, this is an ideal type of paper for doing that. If you don't do 12x12, this also can make really nice borders for along your mini albums, whether you even cut out alongside this and use part of it for the cover and raise it up or back it with some other cardstock. There's really a lot that you can do with this paper, and it doesn't have to be used just as a 12x12. And on this side, this one is a little bit more, is very similar to the one that's on this side, but it's a little bit more bright, and it does not have the writing on there. So if you choose not to have any of the writing, you could use these just as borders around your pages in your mini album. And then this one, I love this. This is one of my favorites because I love the florals, and I love the big design in them, and that they have a kind of a vine wreath of flowers going up and down the page. Oh, for goodness sakes. My fingers are not working real well. But the other thing is that you can take these florals and utilize them in different ways. Maybe you want to take this piece here, and it could be laid like this in a mini album, or this piece here would be great to even lay up on the upper corner with this writing. So there is a lot you can do just looking at the different directions or the different dimensions that and the way that you want to utilize the paper in your album. And this is similar again, but it's very much a muted design of that, and it's much softer, so it would go to more of a solid look to it as well. And then this is almost like a storybook page with our little plumpy-cheeked country bunny sitting in the leaves here with flowers around, and really just beautiful with the butterfly. And on the back of here, there is some print copy here, some different like filigree type of design all throughout, and then some of the ivy leaves, and splash of coffee right there. or tea. And then on this page, what's neat about this is that you've got all these butterflies in the middle that you can fussy cut out, or you could probably even use these on a scan and cut them out that way. And also watch some of the tips and tricks that have been talked about for the scan and cut, that once you have scanned these in, you can also take that image of what you've scanned in and then increase the outside line on the next scan and put through a solid cardstock, so then you can layer those butterflies on top of that solid cardstock. And I will probably try to do that when I work with this paper. Then along here we have some cut-aparts that can be used for decorating pages. It could be used as pockets. It could be used for, an ephemera card to put a picture on the back. Very nice. And then we have a really nice washed out piece of paper with some designs in the back, but again, it runs with the distress look and the white as well. So it would work well with any of those tones. And then this is a fun page. This page actually could be used for fussy cutting. You could cut out many different images on this page by hand, or some could probably be done by the scan and cut. These that are very, very light might not work very well, but you could certainly do a hand fussy cut on them. But it can also be used as a full page cover, or a partial page section can also be used. And then on the back of here, this has more of a green tone through it running, but again, it has some different light designs in it, solid and with a little bit of pattern. So you've got lots of different opportunities there for utilizing those papers in your mini albums. So that's our Country Bunny, and that is currently being sold right now at Country Craft Creations. So please take a look and see about getting your new pack. The next collection that I would like to show you is a newer one as well. It's called Ireland Forever, and this one is can be used for St. Patty's Day, but St. Patty's Day is really one day of the month. It can be used for so many more other types of books. It could be used as to make a travel mini album. It could be used for maybe you have your grandmother or your aunt or uncle, were from Ireland, or they have ancestry from Ireland, to make them really kind of an ancestry type of mini album with historical pictures in there. There's just so much that you can do with this paper, so don't limit it just to St. Patrick's Day type of paper. So this one has 24 sheets, and it's a 12 by 12 double-sided papers. This is the Bristol Vellum cardstock, or cardstock paper, and it's very smooth and very nice. It's got a very nice hand feel. So in the front of this, standing out our top hat with the green hat and the green gloves, and then really with the Celtic designs all the way through the papers, with the distressing in the greens and in the browns, and then there's white in here as well. And one of the things that I know Tamara really wanted to do on her papers was to make sure that you're able to read what is in the music, or be able to read the music itself, or the stamps of the musics. But this is really beautiful with the, again, the vintage look to the different designs on that paper. Oh. So with this, there's 24 sheets of paper, and there is three pages that are the same of each one of the styles. So this one is a nice scenic view. There's a cottage here. There is pot of gold in there, and pot of gold doesn't have to be, again, just on St. Patrick's Day. It is really something that is if you talk about a pot of gold, I think anybody would think of Ireland with that. Beautiful ivy vines, and again are distressing in the different tones and colors. The other thing that would be really great with this is Tamara has a new Artisan cardstock that's come in that is in the, what was it called? Dark green. Oh, do I have some right here? You know, I just used it on one of my last mini albums. And yes, this is it. So look how beautiful that is. That's the dark green Artisan cardstock. I think, I can't remember the name of it. If I can, I'll put the link for this cardstock in the below the video. But you can see this is just a stunner with this paper. And then on this one, looks like slats of wood with ivy on the slats of wood. And we've got some distressing in the green, in the browns, and more music. And then a larger ivy plant through here. Oh, that was the back of that one. Sorry. I get to talking, I don't even remember where I'm at. On this one, cute little gal. Some writing, some articles in here, a postage stamp. We have a ledger and some great finial type of work there as well. And on the back of this is more of the ledger and the designs, the gold designs on the top and the bottom, and distressed with the green. This one has a beautiful rose on it. The other thing that I love is the clock that is on this paper with the designs, this rose here, and then our rose branch, and then our clock. Just beautiful. Look at that design of that clock. It's amazing. You've got Ireland on there. That's great. And then the back of this is going to a more solid low design of just the time clocks on the back of the paper. Very nice. This one is awesome. It brings in a little bit more color. So if you wanted to have a page within your album that brought in some other different colors other than some of the greens and the beiges, you know, there's some blues in here even. There is the reds. It's almost like a persimmon kind of a red color. And the filigrees are in here as well with the background of the leaves. So really, really nice. And again, some of the more the muted leaves, as well as music in the background. You know, in Irish culture, music is so important, and so that's what's so nice about this paper collection, is that there is music throughout the collection. You know, with the cherub in the frame and the distressing all the way through. Looks really beautiful. And then I love this kind of a barnwood back. Very nice and simple and plain, but it really looks nice. And here we go with more of the green and more singing. And wonderful distressing with the coffee stains and the green stains. And more of the music on the back. I love music on the back, and these actually would even be neat to use these for the back of an ephemera piece or a tag, because pictures, you know, putting a picture on here with some of the music showing around the picture would really be neat. And our last group of papers is this one, where there is a postcard here with our shamrocks on here. Well, it's a 3-leaf clover, not a 4-leaf, and songs and stamp. And then on the back of here, just really nice green filigrees and some of the distressing with the green and the browns. And that is our Forever Ireland collection, or Ireland Forever collection. That is 24 sheets. So there is 3 sheets of each design in the collection, which is wonderful. It gives you lots of opportunity to make different designs and different types of adds to your mini albums. And our last collection, last but not least at all, this one actually was just released on March 5th. So you will see lots of projects coming up very soon for this collection. This is called the What's Cookin' collection, and it's very reminiscent of old times, kind of Lucille Ball, the Jetsons, and just beautiful, vibrant colors that catch your eye and just make you, just make you kind of giggle and chuckle. I think you'll just love it. So the first couple sheets that we have, this is again 3 sheets of the 12 by 12 patterns. Now this was actually taken, and I know that some people have used this on their scan and cut, and they have cut these tags out wherever they want. You could use this as a piece of paper for your 12 by 12 scrapbook, but it also is good for your ephemera, and you can either use it as is, you can back it with cardstock or chipboard if you needed it to be a little bit sturdy, but this works very well on your scan and cut. Then on the back of it as well, if you don't want to use the tags, there's this beautiful yellow gingham on the back that you can also utilize. And isn't this great? Look at that wonderful refrigerator. Kind of reminds you a little bit of June Cleaver, I think. And the hand mixers, we actually still have one of these hand mixers up at our cottage in Eagle River, Wisconsin. So yep, it looks just like that. And we don't have these types of bowls, but we do have a solid green bowl this color. That was my grandmother's bowl as well. So this is just beautiful. The colors are amazing. And then lace doilies on the back. Very simple, very easy. And then we've got some other hand mixers and measuring spoons and birthday cakes. So this one, even if you didn't necessarily use all your paper up in your mini album, would also make a really nice background for a card, or even take the card and fussy cut some of these other items out and put them, pop them up a little bit on the card itself would be very cute. And again, you've got some beautiful yellow gingham in the back that if you need something more solid to the patterns. And this one is so rich. It just makes you hungry for cherry pie. I love baking, and I love baking pies. The ones I probably bake the most is strawberry rhubarb, but look at this. Isn't this, these cherries are just beautiful and delicious. And this really nice teal green that is carried all the way through the collection. And on the back of here, almost like an old-fashioned wallpaper. But again, you could also take to fussy cut some of these out to use them in different spots throughout your mini album or on cards as well. Now this one kind of reminds me a little bit of the Jetsons, maybe because of the different shapes or something like that, but it's very much, how their TV, I think their TV or their, when Jane Jetson would get on the phone, the TV phone, I think it was almost that shape. So that's why I think it reminds me of that. So very busy pattern, but actually just beautiful tones. And then in the back here, this is going back all the way to, I'm trying to think of that model. Oh my gosh, I can see her. I just can't think of her name. I'm sure you're all saying it right now. It's, okay, I can't think of it. But beautiful colors and tones. And you could make great spreads with the different colors and tones. And then here it's great to see mom and daughter cooking together. And again, our mixer with the red handle and our cherries and even some red dots in the back. Really very nice, red and green. Here we go, George Jetson again. Looks great. And then this one, I love this one too because of the warmth of this page. I think the background color is amazing, and you know, it's got these nice boxes with recipes on it, and then the fire in there, and then old-time looking recipe cards. It's very, very pretty, and it just is so rich. And nice, plain, simple patterns on the back. And then we've got the page that looks like almost like Betty Crocker's cookbook, but we can't use Betty Crocker's cookbook because it's, you know, limited edition or, you know, something rights. I can't think of it. But we have on here Betty Cooker. That's the name of our book, Betty Cooker. And then we've got our mixers and our steel measuring spoons. So great. Just that red gingham is amazing. And then you get a whole sheet of the red gingham in the back, or 3 sheets of it actually. And then this, these 3 sheets, they could actually be used as border strips if you wanted to do that, or it could be used as a whole page as well. But you do have some options there. You even can cut out like sections of this if you just want the bowls, or if you just want from here to here. There is some good points for you to stop in between the different designs, so it would be very nice for different border strips. And on the back there is a yellow design that even these on the back could be cut out. If you turn them this way, they could be cut out as different border strips, especially if you're making tags. And sometimes you're trying to use your leftover papers and you have, you know, a small size like that and you just need another inch or 2. Something like this would be awesome to just, you know, put toward the bottom of your tag and fill that in a little bit. So don't forget about that. We also will be having some cookbooks coming up for people with these, with this What's Cooking collection. And I'm sure that you will enjoy watching them. So stay tuned to Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations and take a look at the design team members, because each one of us has gotten all of these collections. So we are also going to be doing design team projects for these collections. What I'd like to know from you is, please let me know, which one of these collections would you like me to start with? Would you like me to start with Country Bunny, Forever or Ireland Forever, or the What's Cookin'? I have an idea for this one, what I'd like to do, and an idea for actually I have an idea of what to do for all 3 of them. But I don't want to say what those projects are going to be. I'd really like to know which one of the pattern papers you'd like to see first. Okay? Well, thanks so much. I hope you have a great evening, and I'm really glad that you joined me again this evening for this paper walkthrough. Stay tuned, though. In the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing a haul from Country Craft Creations, but the haul is going to be on some new papers that are in the store as well from another collection or 2, and would like to show you what I got from them as well. So have a great night. Thanks so much.